Hi everyone, it is time for a new reading vlog, and today is gonna be basically my birthday vlog. What it's gonna mean reading wise is just a lot of mood reading, you know, 5-star predictions, favorite authors, any books that I think I'm just gonna 100% love and enjoy every second of reading. I've not been vlogging at all recently because I've been so busy and I have not had a single second, but I do now. And so yeah, this is my second outfit. It is a little bit boring. I was wearing a really cute dress earlier and then I just got, you know, it became uncomfortable, and so I changed into this, you know, cute enough. I also got these super cute earrings, and I'm gonna go out again and I feel like I want to wear something different, but I have not decided. I'm honestly like incapable of deciding anything. But we're gonna get into that. I bought some books today that I of course want to show you, and then I'm going to tell you what I kind of am reading, what I want to read, and all that kind of stuff. So even though my birthday is obviously today, I think I'm going to vlog this whole week. My birthday is like, today's Monday, and I feel like having a Monday birthday is a little bit tragic. Literally multiple restaurants that I love that I wanted to go to are closed, and one bar that I wanted to go to is closed. And so I was just like, you know, this birthday absolutely is not going according to plan in many different ways. But I at least want to read some wonderful books, and I want to try to celebrate kind of like the whole week, because like some things are just not possible today, and that does not mean I'm not gonna do it another time, you know, and whatever. So let's talk about the books, because that's obviously what you're here for, and I'm super excited, and I kind of want to tell you about like the exciting books so that I understand my options a little bit better and see what I'm in the mood for, because I am so incapable of deciding. Like, I've been trying to, you know, like make the perfect decision, and that's kind of stupid because like nothing is the perfect decision and I'm just overthinking it. Obviously, I always want to have a special birthday, and it is something that matters to me a lot. You know, and so I do want to have a great day, and I want things to like work out and go smoothly, but that's just not unfortunately realistic every time, and that's okay. So let's talk about the books that I bought today. So also, I ordered some books online that were supposed to come, and I don't have those yet, unfortunately. So hopefully I will be showing you those very soon as well. I bought this Gold Rush Ranch set by Elsie Silver. I'm so happy. This is one of my favorite romance series. I love it so much. And it is super cute. So I got this in the works, and I've literally been eyeing it for ages, but I was procrastinating on it because I was like, you know, it's obviously not the cheapest. Like, it is super cheap for the fact that it's 4 books. It's not free either. And so I was like, I've already read it. You know, am I gonna reread it anytime soon? But I think I really want to. Like, I've been really craving some rereads, and I was considering doing that today as well, but again, cannot decide. So whatever, I wanted this and I got it because today I basically had to spend like half of the birthday alone, because I have close friends scattered around the world. The one that I have here in my city had to work. And so it's a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I told myself I would get myself whatever I wanted so that I could at least make myself feel better. So this was one of those things. So let me show you all of them because they are beautiful. First of all, there is Off to the Races, which is gorgeous. I actually really love this art style. It's a little different than other books, and also I love how it's monochromatic. I love these books so much, and I do want to reread them. Like, it's been a while. I don't remember any details. I couldn't tell you which couple follows which book, like which book follows which couple. And these are supposed to like become a TV show at some point, hopefully in the near-ish future. As far as I know, I think this and Elsie Silver's, what's the other name? What's the other series called? Hopefully I'm not wrong, but obviously I want to remember every detail before that happens. It's quite rare, unfortunately, that a book or a series that I absolutely adore becomes an adaptation that like I really care about. Like, there have been some amazing ones, 100%. Second one is A Photo Finish. I definitely remember this being like maybe my #1 favorite of the series, even though that is very hard to say because I loved every single one of them. But this one like was iconic. I loved it more than the first book, even though again, I loved the first book as well. Then there is The Front Runner. And then there is The False Start. Absolutely love the way that the characters are positioned in that one. So beautiful. And so I'm obsessed. I'm actually so happy that I got these. Then a book that I recently bought like last week or something is The Halifax Helians by Alexandra Vasti. And this was a book that I was like, you know what, I want to have this for my birthday because I absolutely adored this. So it's basically 2 novellas, and I already read these as well when they first were released, basically on the author's like newsletter, and I devoured them. Absolutely iconic. I loved every second. It was the kind of book where you get immersed immediately and you're so invested in the characters, and the like writing voice comes through so strongly, and it's so full of life, and I loved every second of it, and I obviously want to reread it. But it's kind of like I'm feeling the feeling of, you know, am I ready for it? Like, I don't know, I am in the middle of too many books, and like I don't love this thought of starting another one, even though it's like my birthday and it's special. Like, I don't know, I've been really struggling with that, which is stupid because again, I need to relax. But she will be read very soon, no matter what happens, because it's so good. So, and the other one that I also bought recently that came out, I think in May, is The Score by Kennedy Ryan. So I had this pre-ordered, and I have this print here, and also a bookmark. So love that. And I am super, also there's like a little illustration inside. And Kennedy Ryan is one of my favorite authors also, and so obviously I bought it because it's a new release, and I also wanted to have the option of reading it today, and here we are. So her books are incredibly emotional, and they always take over my entire heart, and I also devour them. But again, now I'm overthinking once again, and I'm like, can I handle all these strong emotions? Like, do I maybe want something a little more lighthearted? I don't know, but we will find out. I mean, it's like the middle of the day already. But I think what I actually did decide on is to chill out and keep reading the book that I was in the middle of, which is Revolve by Khabra. This is the 3rd book in this series that I've been looking forward to for ages. It came out a little while ago now. I don't know if it was this year or like near the end of last year or whatever, but I have been dying to read it ever since, and it was just never the right time. And a few days ago I was like, you know what, I've been watching the Off Campus TV show and absolutely loved that. I want to read more sports romance again, because like I've read a decent amount, but never really like prioritized it super a lot, and so I want to read more. And this has the trope of a figure skater having to work with a hockey player and like skate together, and I'm obsessed with that concept. I could read a billion times over. I love figure skating. Like, the only I don't like watching sports ever. Like, I would always rather be doing a sport than watching it. And obviously, like, I don't do like a lot of sports, but I used to as a kid more. And I just don't enjoy it because I've never been a fan of anybody specific or like any kind of specific team, which obviously is the thing that I understand makes people feel more invested. That being said, figure skating, I actually love to watch because it's so beautiful. And so there's like a little bit stronger investment than in other sports romances where I don't actually care what sport it is, but I'm just there for the vibes, you know? And so I'm super excited, and I am on page 110 and I'm loving it. I started it, you know, like 2 days ago, and I want to keep reading it. I don't want to keep putting books down for random reasons. And so I think I'm just going to keep reading it because I know I'm enjoying it. So what the fuck's the problem? There's no problem. I'm sorry if this is a roller coaster, but I have been feeling a lot of emotions and I do need to express them a little bit. So I think this is definitely the first thing on the agenda, and I've been wanting to find some audiobook and I have not decided on that either. So nothing to tell you about that. It's maybe like half an hour later and I'm back here in the spot, but I put on a different dress, and I also changed my earrings, and I also have this ring. It's from a little shop called Fairy Maid, and love that name, love everything that they have, and I'm obsessed. I got the 2 packages, and I'm so happy. I'm so glad it happened before I left. Now, honestly, I don't even know what I got. Like, I do, but I don't. So we will find out together. Okay, I got through the box. Here is the first book, which is called How the Duke Was Won by Lenora Bell, and I can already see it's a floppy copy. Again, nothing I love more. I always say every book haul, nothing I love more than a floppy paperback. Most comfortable thing to read ever. And yeah, so this is really cute. I don't always love the like UK style of historical romance covers, but this one is really pretty. I love the pink dress and I love Lenora Bell. So this is kind of like a random series. I don't even know if it's the first book in that series, but I had it on my wish list and I was like, you know what, it was really cheap, I really wanted it, and I want to read historical romance more. I'm so happy to add this to my collection, and I would absolutely love to read it this month. So, and then I think there's gonna be 2 books in this second package. Yes, okay, yes. Oh my god, all right. So, the first book is Still Into You by Erin Connor, and I'm so excited about this one. So, I know exactly where the first book by this author is on romance. Became an instant favorite for me. Literally one of my all-time favorite romances ever. Loved every second of this. It was completely perfect for me. And so this is the author's second book. And of course, as I always do, I have kind of procrastinated on it because I was like, oh my god, like what if I don't love it as much as on romance? And that one follows an author and an actor, which is like the best thing ever for me. And this one has like musicians, which I can absolutely enjoy, but I don't love that vibe in books as much as acting and like movie related things. But again, I loved that book so much and the romance in that was perfect. And so I need to get over myself. I need to devour this because I'm sure I'm going to love it as well. So absolutely would love to get to this one as well soon. It was a book that I was considering reading today as well, but then it didn't arrive early on, you know, so yeah, but obviously we'll be reading it soon. And the other one is this adorable little book, which is Lovely Recipe by Myra Rose Nino. This is a graphic novel, which I really wanted to get one because I was like, okay, that's gonna be perfect to read, you know, just really quickly, casually throughout the day and stuff. So I would love to start it at least today. And I don't really know anything about it besides it being sapphic and like it's supposed to be cozy and like about baking or something. I always say this about graphic novels, but there's nothing more nothing more I love more than like shiny, full-colored graphic novels, which this one is. So I'm so excited. I never heard of this author before. It might be their debut, I don't know, but I just found it a few months ago before it came out and I finally got it. So I'm so happy. I always devour graphic novels immediately and I don't buy them. I procrastinate on buying them every single time because they're more expensive than normal books. And, you know, then I'm like, but I'm gonna read it super fast and, you know, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I want to read it super fast, you know? Isn't it amazing to buy something, read it right away and devour it, and I'm gonna read it again. Like, it's super easy to reread them as well. And, you know, obviously with graphic novels, I want to preferably read it physically because that is how it's best consumed, you know, because I want to see it. And like on my phone, it can be like hard to read sometimes or whatever. Like, yes, so it's absolutely worth it. And I'm so happy. Obviously for my birthday, I was like, I need that. So that will be all. I'm gonna go have some drinks and have a nice evening. I have no idea how much time I'm gonna have for reading because we don't really have much planned with my friend besides just going out and yeah, but I'm so happy I got these. Hi everyone, so it is the next day and I'm here with another book to haul. I did read something today as well, so let's just, you know, dive right into that. So I'm gonna open up the book. Okay. She is gorgeous. So this is Just One Bite by S.L. Coakley. And it is so pretty and very exciting. So this is a paranormal romance, and like I keep talking about, you know, all the genre issues that all the things of reading other genres. I got really excited for this one, and I have been also rethinking the kind of books that I buy physically, because I always put a lot of thought into it, but I kind of feel like maybe I want slightly different things. This is a new to me author, and honestly, I don't give new authors much of a chance recently. So often, literally most of the books that I talked about in this video were by authors that I already love. And not always, obviously, but like just I am very hesitant in trying new authors because I have trust issues. And I just need to work on that. Yeah, this is a vampire book. I desperately want to read more vampire books. And again, I'm tired of like waiting for fall to do that. You know, I can read it right now. And hopefully that's what I'm gonna do. So I love this and I'm very happy. Let's talk about the book that I actually started and finished today, which is Lovely Recipe that I hauled yesterday. And guess what? This is why I just like need to buy more graphic novels. Because yes, like I finish it right away and then it's like, okay, you know, like it's over. But at the same time, I have the best time with it and I will absolutely read it again at some point. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a great experience. So this morning, I wanted to have like a slow, chill morning and read, and that is exactly what I did. I just decided to start this. I wasn't even like planning actively to finish it or anything, but I wanted to because it was super cute and super easy to read, and so I devoured the whole thing. I'm not gonna talk that much about the plot because it is not like that much plot in there technically. But it is a YA contemporary sapphic romance and it is so adorable that I could not even, you know, like it is cozy, it is cute, and we have Sophia and Anna Marie, and Sophia is kind of struggling in school a little bit. She, you know, is a little behind on assignments and stuff. And then there's Anna Marie, who's super put together and she works at her family's restaurant and puts a lot of energy into that. And Sophia asks her if she could teach her how to cook because she has a lot of family recipes that she can't really make and she doesn't know how to make. She used to make them with her grandma who passed away, and now her mom you know, is a little too lost in the grief to like go in the kitchen. They never really make that food, and Sophia's mom is also always busy for work, and so she doesn't feel like she has time for her either. You know, Sophia just wants to at least learn to make the food herself and to feel more connected to her grandma and just like to, you know, her family and everything. And things go on from there. And it is a lot about the food, but like in such a sweet way, and the two main characters are so cute. I know I keep saying that, but that is like, they are so cute. It is super wholesome, super heartwarming and lighthearted and adorable. There's nothing about like coming out, or honestly there's no labels either, nothing like that. They just, you know, are two girls who become friends and it turns into more, and it is the cutest thing in the world, and you all need to pick this up. And yeah, so highly recommend this, obviously. And I'm so happy, like of course I'm sad it's over, and you know, now I need like another graphic novel right now, but I loved it. So that is this, and I just went to see a movie, and so now I am just ready to chill and read. I will keep reading Revolve by Khabra, and I don't think I made progress in this since I talked to you, because I did go out last night and I came back home really late, and then I did not read because I was super tired. But I want to jump back into this now, and I will also tell you a little bit more about the plot because I realized I didn't really tell you anything. So we have Sierra, who is a figure skater, and she had an injury, and that ruined, you know, the chances for her and her skating partner at the time, and obviously she had to stay off the ice for a while. And now she's trying to get back into it, but she does not have a partner anymore, and all of that. And then there is Dylan, who is a hockey player, and he has some issues in his family, and he's just kind of struggling a little bit, and he deals with that by going to parties, you know, and doing stupid, reckless things. He basically fails a drug test for like smoking weed, and obviously like gets him in trouble, and the only way for him to like not fully lose any chances of like, you know, getting back to hockey and anything like that, he has to pair up with Sierra and skate with her. Like I think I already said yesterday, I love that. I don't feel like it's obviously not really realistic, but it makes sense in this book. Like he does know how to figure skate because of his sister a little bit, and he's just, yeah, you know, he is familiar with the ice, and I'm just super excited. It is a little bit hate to love. I wouldn't say like super intensely, but it's there a little bit. But he's instantly intrigued by her, and I'm excited where it's gonna go. There's already been some moments that I was like, this is exciting, and so I cannot wait for them to fall in love, because Sierra right now is definitely like, who is this jerk and why do I have to work with him? I can't wait for him to impress her enough so that she finally likes him. Like I said right yesterday, I would really like an audiobook. There's some things that I want to do that an audiobook would be perfect for, and I can't decide for the life of me. So I'm gonna try to look at that again, and I'll let you know if I start anything. But either way, I am actually in the middle of a few, but it's just like it hasn't been feeling like the right, like I don't think I have the mood for it. So God knows, but whatever. I'm getting somewhere, I'm having fun, and that's what matters. So I will see you very soon, hopefully later today after doing some more reading. Hi everyone. So please ignore if my hair looks wet. It was raining, but I have 2 more packages to open and I'm super excited. One of them, I'm sure what it is, and I cannot wait. The other one, I am not sure because I know what was coming there. I know a book was coming on Friday, but it is not Friday. So I'm confused, and I will open that one first. And also I have a reading update, which is that I'm in the middle of Can't Get Enough of the Duke by Lenora Bell. And I am honestly over like 70% because this is one of the audiobooks that I started a while back and I just put down because it wasn't the right time. And I was like, you know what? I have too many books unfinished right now and I'm just not, I don't like that. And so I have been listening to it and I'm enjoying it. But I think at this point, I'll just finish it and I'll talk to you later tonight and describe it and everything. So let's see what this book is. Oh my god, okay, I forgot about this. I did order this, but I completely forgot because I just it was kind of last minute, even though normally I overthink everything. Okay, so this is One Dance with the Duke by Tessa Dare, and I am not the biggest fan of these kinds of covers of historical romance, like very old school. But I could not care less because I am a big fan of Tessa Dare and I love her so much, and I love her books so much that like I want to read them physically even if I don't love the cover or whatever. And this is super exciting. It's one of her, I hope it is like the first book in one of her series. I'm not entirely sure because I do read books out of order, but like when I know I for sure want to read all of them, it's obviously best to read it in order. But yeah, I forgot about this because I've been craving a Tessa Dare book, and I recently reread one of her books, and I just obviously like I wanted to read a new one that I haven't read yet. So super excited for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. And the other book I am dying to open. This was a pre-order that I've been waiting for months. And there should be some like art print in here as well. So let's see. Okay, there are some things in here. Oh my god, I'm so excited. She's gorgeous. And this is You Won't Forget Me by Maisie Eddings, which just came out yesterday, and oh my gosh, okay, and I do have some little stuff in here. I pre-ordered this from Book Lovers Bookshop, and they often do pre-order campaigns. And if you live in the UK, you can order from them, and you know, they have a lot of exciting stuff all the time. And Maisie Eddings is one of my all-time favorite authors, and so this has been highly, highly anticipated by me, and I will be devouring it this week, 100%. I am so excited. So there's a signed book plate, which I'm going to be putting in the book. Then there is a bookmark. And then there's an art print here. It is gorgeous. It doesn't say the illustrator, but it is beautiful. The illustration on this is by Jennifer Prince. And I am so excited. I'm so excited. I will be using this as a bookmark just so I can use it and see it. And yeah, so that is that. So I'm gonna go eat dinner and I'm gonna chill for a while, and then I will tell you about the reading. And yeah. Hello everyone. It is time for an update. After a while, I have absolutely no idea what I last talked to you about because I have not been filming this for like 2 weeks. Honestly, I completely forgot about this vlog, but also I have not been vlogging the last few months very consistently, and honestly, I miss it so much, and I think I maybe did need a break, but I don't want to break anymore. And I have something exciting to tell you about today. Also, ignore my shirt. This is literally like my pajamas because I have been out all day. It has been a very hot day and I just needed to get comfortable the second I came home. So that being said, I went to a book signing today after honestly like maybe 9 months. It was amazing, and it was for Ashley Poston, who I've literally been a fan of since she first wrote YA books, which I feel like people don't really know about that anymore, but I first read Geekerella by her in like 2017 when it first came out, and so I was literally a teenager at that point, and that book meant so much to me. It was like one of the first few books that I actually really fell in love with. And then she started writing adult books when I was an adult, and so her books have just been super special to me, and I've loved every single one of them, and they're just so magical, so beautiful. And I literally just found out about this signing yesterday, and I'm so happy that I could go. An emotional experience, and also I was so nervous and I literally forgot how to speak for a second, but then I did manage to say the things that I wanted, and I got my book signed, so I actually have not looked at it because I was so overwhelmed. And also the person interviewing Ashley was also Elliot Fletcher, and I didn't know she would be signing books as well because I have Whiskey Business by her. So I bought Scotch on the Rocks as well. And okay, so let's look at the books together. I'm so excited to show you. So the signing was to celebrate the Someday Garden, which I am so excited to read. So this is her newest book, and there is the signature here at the bottom. Also, this has beautiful sprayed edges, so this is like the indie bookshop edition or something like that, and I'm so excited. I literally have loved all of her books, and I literally am obsessed with this. Like, it's not really officially a series, but it kind of feels like it because all of them have a same, like, not even vibe actually. All of them have a different vibe, but it's the same subgenre, which is like magical contemporary romance, and just contemporary but with magic. But not like, yeah, not as far as like paranormal romance, but something in between. So the one that, oh yeah, this is the one that I got dedicated, The Dead Romantics. I, again, did not have much time to think since I found out about this yesterday, but this is just the first book that called my name, that I wanted to get it signed, and it is impossible to choose my favorite out of all of them. I honestly would have brought Guy Corella, but I don't have it here with me. I have it at my parents' house, and so that's sad. That being said, this was the first adult book that she wrote, and it's so special, and it's so beautiful, and it there's the dedication there and a little heart in the signature, and it's absolutely adorable, and I love it and love that. And then there is Sounds Like Love, which is the signature here. And this is actually one I haven't read. I just procrastinated on this one for no good reason, which has been the case with a lot of my favorite authors. And I'll actually get to that topic a little bit later because I want to mention that. This is the Scotch on the Rocks, and let me see the signature here. So this is the signature and dedication. So love this, and I'm so excited. Let me show you Whiskey Business as well, because it's literally right here. So now I need to read this immediately because this is the second time I saw Elliot Fletcher on a book signing, and I just have such a good feeling that I'm gonna love this so much. And you know, so hopefully that will be done. So that is going to be soon on my agenda. Yes, but now to a reading update, because I have not done one of these. So I, again, don't know what I last talked to you about. I am going to have to look at the footage, and if there's anything that I said I started, I'm going to, you know, update my thoughts in the next clip. But there is a book that I definitely don't think I have not told you about, which is Left of Forever by Tarah Dewitt. So I am on page 134, and the thing that I mentioned that I want to talk about is that I just don't feel like I've been catching up on my favorite authors' books in the last year or so. Because there's been multiple that came out that like are authors that are like auto-buy. I love every single one of their books, and I was super excited. And usually I buy it immediately and then I don't get to it because I'm just procrastinating on it, and I don't know why. Like, I love discovering new to me authors, but I think I've been very restless and anxious, and I think I need a big dose of some of my favorite authors. And so I feel like this started as my birthday vlog, and I should just do whatever feels right to me, whatever feels good, and so that's what's gonna happen. And this just called my name, and so I have been reading it since, and I will absolutely be continuing doing that. So I love Tarah Dewitt. I've loved every single one of her books. I am pretty sure I've read all of them except for this one, and I actually have an arc of the upcoming one as well. So I obviously want to read this before that, and I want to read the other one ASAP as well. This is a second chance romance. It's full of yearning. It's full of emotions. They were married and they had a son when they were like 17, and they are childhood sweethearts, and they divorced, and they've been separated for I think 4 years now. They are just kind of both still lost and missing the other and still in love with each other. But it is very complicated because they now have a teenage son and they finally felt like they moved on, or they feel like they should move on, and then things go on from there. And I'm absolutely living for it. Again, the yearning in this is incredible. I'm actually loving the angst. I have definitely been missing angst recently, which I don't know, like I just feel like I need it to grip me, and yeah, so I will absolutely keep reading this and I'm very happy because I needed this. But I feel like there's something else I wanted to mention to you that I'm forgetting. I will actually mention one other book that is a new to me author, but I'm very much enjoying and I'm super close to finishing. 30 Love by Tom Vellner. And I found this on audio. It's quite a recent release and I was just craving a sports romance, and this is a queer tennis romance, and I don't think I've read a tennis romance before, and they're rival tennis players, and it is super fun. It is angsty, it is fast-paced, and I'm loving the characters, and it's great. It does deal with coming out, but not in like, so far, not in like a super like dramatic, painful way. Obviously, it's a little complicated, and there are some like, you know, in like media or something, but it's been okay. But at the same time, there is obviously the angst of like, basically one of the main characters comes out and the other one like doesn't yet, and he starts to come out to his family and loved ones and everything, but like they're rivals, and obviously it would be complicated if they came out as a couple. So anyway, I am loving this. I'm absolutely loving it. So this is a new to me author that like you know, is a success. So love that. Yeah, I kind of want to talk for longer because this is a sign that I have really missed filming and I need to film more consistently again because I don't want to shut up at all. But I guess I will. I'll see you very soon with more updates. Hi everyone, so it is finally time for an update. I have new hair. It's been a long time and I never wrapped up this vlog and I didn't update so many different things, and I will do that right now. So there's just gonna be like a reading update on hopefully most of the things that I just kind of started and finished, and it's been super chaotic. I have just not organized my videos very well recently, but I want to do that soon and I need to finish this vlog even if it's chaotic. So let's talk about all the things that I've finished out of the things that I started telling you about, which is a lot. So I am pretty sure I never updated when I finished Revolve. Unless I missed something, but I don't think so. And so I really enjoyed this. Like, I don't really have any more specific thoughts than that, but this was super fun. It was exactly what I needed. I wanted a lighthearted, super fun, steamy romance, and it was great. And I absolutely love the, you know, figure skating, hockey player combination. It is just so much fun. I love the forced proximity, and I love how supportive the hero was in this and how he was actually really invested in the skating, in the figure skating. I'm very happy that I read it and I love the series so much, and I cannot wait for the next one, which is actually now coming out in like August, I think. So very soon I will be getting that and reading it right away, 100%. Then I finished reading Left Hope Forever by Tarah Dewitt. Honestly, this really reminded me of like how I desperately need to catch up on my favorite authors' recent releases. Like, for the last year, including Revolve, honestly, and like so many others, there have been so many books that came out by authors that are like auto-buy authors for me, like most of which I consider like all-time favorite authors, and just definitely authors that I just, you know, always enjoy their books and I want to read them. Usually I buy them right when they come out, including this book, but then I just like, I don't know, I procrastinated on it for no good reason, and now I'm just like, oh my god, like yes, recently I have been thinking how I really want to find more new to me authors, but like, I don't want to forget my favorite authors. I adore To Savor It, and I think plot-wise, that is still my favorite in the series. But this was wonderful. Like, I think this was such an amazing second chance romance that felt healthy and meaningful and so full of yearning and like actually learning each other again and learning how they've changed and what they need to like really love each other right and to do things better than they used to. And they've been through a lot together, and I absolutely do feel like, you know, they are soulmates, and they, you know, like were, you know, apart for a while and it had its reasons, but they were meant to come back to each other. And so I absolutely loved it. It is angsty, but not in the way that I expected. It is kind of, you know, like emotional, but it is not as angsty as I thought. Yeah, it is not as angsty as I thought. And at the same time, like there's obviously a lot to go through, and it is emotional, and yeah, but so full of yearning. And I loved the two main characters. And you know, I think I might have mentioned, like, I do have mixed feelings about road trip romances sometimes, but I definitely thought it was done well in here, and so loved it so much. Highly recommend it. Tarah Dewitt is just incredible, and her books are just so romantic and lovely, and this was absolutely one of them. And then let me see my Goodreads. So I also finished 30 Love by Tom Vellner, and I don't know if that's the last thing that I needed to update you on, but I think that is the last thing I will say, because like, yeah, I tried to check the video that I edited, but I did not want to watch the whole thing again. And so even if I did not finish talking about one of the books that I started talking about, I have finally been regularly doing wrap-ups. So honestly, I probably mentioned it in my June wrap-up because I'm so behind on editing. So you would have heard it there, and if not, then, you know, sometime in July or another time. 30 Love, I really enjoyed a lot. Again, you know, I do want to find new to me authors as well, and this was one of them, and definitely a success. And I was really happy. Like, I have been kind of struggling with audiobooks this year where I just cannot find the right one to focus on. Like, I've just been having this weird specific preference that, like, I just need a type of plot, type of narrator, a type of vibe that, like, really keeps me hooked. I don't understand it, to be honest, but this one definitely worked. I honestly read this super fast. Like, it never felt like a chore. It never felt like, you know, I was slipping out of the story, and I was fully invested, and I absolutely loved it. It was angsty, but it was also sweet and meaningful and fun, and I loved the characters. There were also some great like side characters in here. And yeah, if you would like to read a sports romance or like tennis romance specifically, that is a little angsty, but also just has a wonderful romance in it. Really enjoyed the forced proximity, and definitely felt quite slow burn. And I also enjoyed the fact that like the two main characters basically become friends first, you know, like they're rivals, and I feel like it's like rivals to friends to lovers, and the development of that just felt so natural and just so great, and I loved it so much. And so I would highly recommend this, and I will absolutely be checking out the author's future books. I think this was a debut, so there's not any other yet, but hopefully sometime soon. So I think I'll wrap it up here because it is this video is long enough, and it has gone on long enough, so I really need to learn to make shorter vlogs, or like, you know, within a shorter time span, but that's fine. I hope you still enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much, and please leave a bow emoji down below. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon in another video. Bye!